I have a Paul McCartney story if you want to hear it, but it's pretty.
I'd love that.
It's anyway. When I first gave up drinking for the first time ever, and this was the first weekend of my adult life I hadn't drunk. I was presenting at the Q Awards in Britain, which is a music magazine in the UK, and I presented the Lifetime Achievement Award to Madness. You know Madness?
Madness, sure.
The
heavy monster sound.
Right, so
Wow, very good.
I present the award, and then I come off the stage, and I walk into the stage, and I see, like, Robbie Williams sitting there with Take That, and I go, oh, that's interesting, they're getting back together. And then I went, oh, and Paul McCartney, and I went, Paul McCartney. And I stood there and just froze up like a fucking spack, right? I didn't move, and he gave me this sort of wink and a point that was like, move on, like he must do this all day, like, like
don't bother.
I get it.
I know you're stunned.
So I go back to my table and my girlfriend's there, and I hadn't been drinking. I said, fucking Paul McCartney's here, right? She's fucking leathered. This thing's sponsored by vodka or whatever. She's drinking these martinis. She goes, Paul McCartney. I go, shut up. There's still awards going. later on in the day, after the events were over, my publicist came up to me and they said, and she goes, do you want to go to the goodies room, like the gift room? And I've heard about these in movies where celebrities just walk. You guys have probably had this happen, but I've never.
No.
Where you walk in and they just give you free shit,
like
right?
thousands of dollars worth of free shit,
jewelry and shit,
jewelry,
right?
watches, like Rolex sponsors it.
Well,
shit.
that wasn't as big as that, but it was some good stuff, right? So I go in there. First thing I say to my drunk girlfriend is, "All right, first of all, we're meant to be here, all right? Let's not get too excited. And anytime someone gives something to you, go, thank you, but don't go, fucking hell, is this free? Right? So I go, we're meant to be here. And she goes, right. We go in, and then, like, the first thing, she's like, look, that's the type of jeans. I shut up.
Right? A scene.
So we go in, we're wandering around. I've left her to her own devices, right? I'm getting in this queue, and I'm waiting to get a pen. There's like £100 pen, right? This thing, and I just got to sign a book. I've got to be photographed with the pen, and there's all these other celebrities waiting for the pen. And I'm standing by Neil Finn. Now, I don't know if you know who Neil Finn is. Neil Finn was the lead singer from Crowded House. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Now in Australia, that's a huge band. They're actually from New Zealand, but in Australia, they're as big as you get. And I was standing behind him, and I was like, fucking hell, man, that's Neil Finn. And he turned around and said something innocuous like, long wait for a pen. And I went, oh, yeah.
I don't know what to say.
And then I said, oh, look, Neil, I've been a big fan of yours for years, man. I said, and he goes, really? I go, I've actually seen you 9 times live when I was a teenager. I would have seen you 10. But that time I was meant to see you the last time, there was an earthquake in Newcastle and the venue smashed down 2 hours before the show.
Wow.
And he said, oh, yeah, all of our roadies and manager died in that. And I was like,
no fucking way.
That would be the gig. Yes, that I've just reminded you from 1992 about when all your friends died.
Holy shit.
So I'm standing there going, oh, fantastic. And then he sort of turns around and I'm like,
of course he would.
Sake. My 4'11" girlfriend rocks up. She's now wearing a top hat like fucking Slash. She's got all these bottles of perfume under her arm and pairs of jeans. And she's off her tits. And I'm stone sober for the first time ever. And she's like, look at all this shit I've got. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, will you? And Neil Finn turns around and rolls his eyes like, new celebrity, new money. You know,
yeah.
He gives me that douchebag look,
Look
right?
what he's got to deal with.
So I'm just standing there with this little drunk. She's going, I'm sorry. She's still holding all of his stuff. Anyway, 5 minutes pass. Neil Finn's 21-year-old son walks up wearing a fucking top hat, holding jeans and perfume at his arm. And he's like, look at all this shit I've got, Dad. And I roll my eyes at Neil Finn like,
At least I get to fuck her.
Yeah. So I'm standing there, and then, like, Neil Finn's son turns to Neil Finn and goes, hey, Jim, that's Dad. He goes, hey, Dad, that's Jim Jefferies. And I'm like, I'm back in.
And now you're in.
I'm back in with the Finns.
Remind him of the death of all of his loved ones.
They can't fuck with me anymore. I'm back in. And so I said, hello, mate. He goes, can I have a photo with you? I said, only if I can have a photo with your dad. And he went, yeah, go on. Right? Because I would never ask for a photo in that situation because it was that celebrity room.
But now it's a trick.
And so I go to my girlfriend, I go, well, you got that camera I told you to bring, right? She pulls the camera out. She gets the camera out. She gives me this vacant look, and she sort of does the clicking motion. And then she drunkenly walks up and goes, I didn't put batteries in this. And I went, oh, that's a fucking shame, isn't it? That's a real, I'm shattered, right? I'm like, oh, that's, what are you going to do? So I turned to Neil Finn. I'm like, maybe next time. And then I walk up to my girlfriend and do what every girlfriend and boyfriend, husband and wife have done since the dawn of time. I walk right up close to her face, and just so she can hear, I go, all you had to do was bring the fucking camera. Right? She bursts into tears, throws all of her shit on the ground, and goes, next time bring your own fucking camera. She storms out of the room. Every celebrity's looking at me.
Oh, now it's a scene, yeah.
Neil Finn shaking his head. I chase after her. On the way out, Paul McCartney stops me and goes, not cool.
Oh, shit.
Did he really?
Not cool from Paul McCartney. You got not cool.
My two biggest heroes in music simultaneously thought I was a douchebag within minutes. On the first weekend, I didn't get drunk.
That's funny. Wow, that's great.
You got fucked.
Tell that story at the Stress Factory tonight.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking funny,
I've never
man.
told that on stage because I feel it's a bit name-droppy to tell on stage.
No, that's great.
No,
Sorry?
how you tell it? No, fucking way.
So
By the way,
anti-name dropping.
Yeah.
What you could have done is you could have had the son take the picture of you and him, and then traded emails and had him email you the picture. That's what you do with digital.
Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot.
Nah,
I should have just gone.
No, you should have got McCartney too.
Yeah.
Neil Finn's big, huh?
Neil Finn.
I never
well,
heard of him.
I saw him in concert when the band broke up. They had one last concert at the front of Sydney Opera House. 150,000 people showed up.
Holy shit.
Kevin
wow,
from Connecticut's telling me he's the guy from Split Ends, too.
He's also the Split Ends. Him and his brother had Split Ends. And
I
then,
did not know that.
And then they moved on to...
Split Ends, of course, I Got You.
I Got You.
Yeah.
I see red, I see red, I see red.
What else do they say besides Hey Now? Hey Now. I know that one.
I'm trying to think of songs that you know. Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you.
They really didn't have a second big hit.
That I should want.
They're one-hit
you
wonder
saw
in
them
America.
9 times?
They're massive in Australia. They had like a greatest hits album. They had like 30 songs, and I know every single one by heart. Yeah.
Did they do that? I don't know why.
That's Split Ends.
That's
Split Ends.
modern.
Okay.
What's his
But
song?
it's all him and his brother.
I get frightened.
And they had a
You
drummer
could-
called
no?
Paul Hester who drummed in both of the bands, who was sort of involved in the comedy world, right? And when the band broke up, he never got over it, and he fucking went and hung himself from a tree in the middle of Melbourne Park, right?
Wow.
And then the band got back together.
What an asshole.
That's a
He
little
just
knee
held
jerk.
out.
Yeah, hang in there, you idiot.
Yeah. See how it
give
works
the,
out.
Give the band some time to figure it out.
Give yourself a minute.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's fucking. That's a great story, man.
That's fucking
That
weird.
is
Absolutely.
devastating.
Did McCartney see her and you argue? I guess he had seen that something happened.
He saw the slander. He had just
Not
walked in the
cool.
room.
Not cool.
Because I remember seeing him over the shoulder and everything. I was like, fuck.
Does he grab the free shit too, Paul McCartney?
He was wandering around with people. You know, there was a whole lot of like. I'll tell you who was grabbing stuff left, right, and center. Jermaine Jackson's got some fucking. Jermaine Jackson's cashing in. I'm not very famous now. I can't do. The band can't rejoin. He's just
so
grabbing
he's just
shit.
grabbing shit.
Yeah, he had jeans for everyone. Jermaine Jackson.
God damn. And you know what's fucked up? You know how much shit Paul McCartney has seen over the years?
Yeah.
That he probably never said that's not cool.
Yeah, yeah.
He just saw it and accepted it.
But the thing
what you were doing wasn't cool. He has seen shit that has been so uncool.
He has seen John Lennon
Yeah.
beat Cynthia
Yes,
Lennon up
and never said not cool.
and then reject his child and not visit it for fucking 7 years. And all you can write is, "Hey Jude" in response. Fuck off, McCartney.